So the title of this video is a little bit misleading because it's not my Italian farmhouse I'm selling, it's my English farmhouse. And here we are today in Yorkshire, beautiful day in April, and as you can see the view's stunning, the weather's stunning, and I thought you might just want to come and have a look around. So it's another little house tour. So here we are in the kitchen. This is an extension to the original house, but built in about 1740 or something. So yeah, it's been here a while. But despite that, we've got underfloor heating here. So it's, you know, it's a pretty modern functioning kitchen. It's a bit of a big galley kitchen really, but we've got a kitchen table here. We've got the old Arga there. So it's, yeah, it's old and out, sort of, I guess, in keeping with an old house. But you can tell it's an extension because we have up there we have the old windows to what would have been the back wall of the old house. So adjoining the kitchen we have this quite spacious dining room. Got room for table, room for chairs, could put a settee in here if you liked. So, and the staircase to the upstairs of this half of the house. We put the staircase in, which is all in keeping. We knocked a wall down here because it was two separate rooms. And as you can see, we've got an old fireplace here and we've got another one just there. So it's a pretty characterful room. On the back wall there's the old back door. If we go through this door here, we go into the sitting room. So as you can see in here, we've got, again, big inglenook fireplace. So this was part of the original house. So this dates from about 1620. So this is about 400 years old. So that fireplace, I'm assuming at that time they would have cooked on it, you know, had baths in front of it, you know, whatever they did. As you can see, we've got lots of old beams. So this house is just sort of full of original features really. You struggle to find a house with more features than this one, to be fair. It has got so many original features. It's grade 2 listed in the UK, and this ceiling is particularly noted on the listing as being of particular importance, with these beams being slightly bent and they're all sort of fluted. These were possibly old ship timbers, so these timbers will be medieval. So from the main sitting room we then enter into here, which is a sort of snug, another small sitting room, and this is, again, dates from, these two portions were part of the original house in 1620 or thereabouts. So you can tell by the mullioned windows that that this is, you know, this is the oldest part. You can see we've got another staircase in here which goes to two bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs, and we've got a smaller fireplace here. So I'm assuming when it was built they would be doing all the cooking and things in there, and this would be like a, you know, like a sitting room. I don't know, I don't really know how farmers lived in 1620 in Yorkshire. So you can see the smaller fireplace. It's not a big one like the one in there, the big inglenook, and you can see the old chamfered mullioned windows, which again are lovely. So the final room down here is our sort of utility laundry room. It's under reconstruction at the minute because we had a leak last year, so we're just putting it all back together. But as you can see, another fireplace. This is a newer, again, another extension. This again probably late 1600s, early 1700s, so slightly different window style, a bit simpler. Perhaps farmers weren't making so much money 80 or 100 years after they built the first part, but timbers are all simpler. But again, it's still packed full of character. So coming upstairs in this part, we call this a cottage. So we've got two bedrooms and a bathroom up here. Again, we put the staircase in. We altered all this around because these two rooms were being used. Cows lived in here when we bought it. So, and the first floor was pretty much non-existent. So we had a, you know, almost rebuilt this completely. So we have two double bedrooms up here. They're not the biggest, but they're nice size and they're cosy, but they're very much sort of a cottagey feel bedroom. Again, you know, stone windows, space for double bed as you can see. So, and this is the other bedroom up here, so it's sort of dual aspects. It's very similar to the bedrooms in Italy really. All this is south facing and that is west facing. So again, a nice size double bedroom, very cosy. So it is a proper cottagey feel here. It's a lovely place to be. And then finally up here in the sort of guest area, we have this small bathroom. So we sort of did this pretty basic on an almost temporary basis 25 years ago, and we've never got around to changing it, but it's nice and bright. Again, it's a cosy room, it's warm in winter, So it's got a bath and a shower, so yeah, it's fine. And then on the other side of the house, what we call the farmhouse, we have 2 more bedrooms and 2 more bathrooms and this landing area. So this is the master bedroom, which again, for an old house, it's really light on a day like today. It's south, like I say, south facing. We've got a Super King bed there, or perhaps a bit bigger than a Super King. Both the bedrooms in here have the stone fireplaces, which are quite cute. Obviously I don't use them anymore, but they're quite cute, cool features to have. This is the ensuite bathroom to the master bedroom. So 2 basins, a bath. Well, no shower in here. We sort of, I don't know why we did it this way, but we did a long time ago. But again, it's a good sized room. This is my lad's bedroom, so I won't show you too much of that. Shower room there. At the top of the stairs we have this sort of nice area. It's quite high ceilings, you've got all the beams, this is all the landing area. So a bit of a rogues gallery. So yeah, like I say, we put the staircase in, it's an oak staircase. And if we go down through this doorway here, we're going to a cloakroom and a small plant room with a boiler and things in. And then we come into the stone barn, which you can hear the lambs we've got in the stable bleating away. So we've got this converted into 5 stables. We put the first floor in it, put the steel frame in it. Then finally, in a converted garage, we've got this lovely office space, which is perfect for anybody that wants to work from home. So not only is the house set in beautiful countryside, it's also very close to the lovely old ancient village of Hebden. The village is full of beautiful 17th century, 18th century cottages, has 2 pubs and a post office. Along one of the many small cobbled streets in Hebden you'll find the octagonal chapel, which I understand is the oldest working chapel still in existence. The village also has 2 churches sharing the same graveyard, which we understand is unique in the UK. It's also famous for being the last resting place of the American poet Sylvia Plath. Further down into the valley bottom, there is also the funky town of Hebden Bridge with its independent shops, cafes and bars. The pretty centre of the town sits between the River Hebden and the Rochdale Canal, where you can find many barges and boats, some of which you can hire for day cruises or longer. If boating is not your thing, the canal bank is also lovely for walking and cycling. The town also has a lovely Victorian park which straddles the canal, which in the summertime hosts pop concerts, parties in the park, classic car shows, and other similar events. The town has long been known for its many eateries, restaurants, cafes and bars, but in recent years has been used for the filming of many TV shows such as Happy Valley, Riot Women and Last Tango in Halifax. Although you are definitely in a country town here, the local beautiful Victorian railway station can take you to Manchester in half an hour and Leeds in about 40 minutes. So you are actually really well located.